Hi everybody and welcome back to BI Navigation. In this video we're going to talk about some of the commercial advantages that can be gained by using Power BI as your financial reporting tool as opposed to Excel. We'll also have a little look at some of the modelling topics in there before moving on to discussing some of the more difficult areas in terms of setting a model up for financials in Power BI. So let's crack on with the advantages. So it's going to produce month and year amounts, and it's going to produce budget and last year comparisons. So that's all fine, isn't it? Excel can do that. So why would I ever want to bother coming in here? Well, it can also look at any period range. So it might be that you want to look at April and May together. It might be if you're coming out of the pandemic and you've been locked down for some time, that you might want to look at the 2 months that you've been trading post your lockdown compared with 2 or 3, 4 months of average activity from prior year or pre-COVID, and the software enables you to do that very, very easily. It'll look at quarterly, half yearly and annual trends in the same way that probably a separate spreadsheet would do. And it would also calculate any records, or it would be easy to see any record results for departments, for quarters, for years, for half years, for any business. That's fairly easy to see out of the box from BI Navigation's template. It'll also manage moving averages, typically in a set of financials. You'll see 3 month, 6 month, 12-month averages calculated on the spreadsheet, or particularly with balance sheet areas. This software in Power BI enables you to have a moving average, so you could pick whichever average you wanted. Certainly, again, in post-pandemic world, there is very little point in averaging across 3 months when you've been locked down for 2 months. So you might want to run a different averaging range just to see how you're tracking. It also provides a dashboard summary, which my experience in Excel is dashboards are quite hard to write, charts are quite hard to write. That could have been me being a bit thick, a bit of a numpty, but certainly in Power BI that is all very easy to do. I think the important thing with the dashboard is they need to be simple, and the one in BI Navigation's model is not cluttered with too many charts, and just get the salient points through. So sales, gross margin, expenses, bottom line profit. And what we'll also see when we look at the live demo is that dashboard will change depending on what departments or businesses you've selected, which leads us on to the next point, where we can slice and dice the sites, departments in any combination. That's very, very difficult to do in Excel, other than on an ad hoc exercise. And we can do side-by-side analysis, which again is doable in Excel, but the spreadsheet tends to get a little bit clunky if you do that. Some technical pointers for those of you that have had a go at this. If you have a star schema, and we'll talk about that when we look at the model, and you arrange your ledger data manipulation to be performed early, prior to upload to Power BI, which for all of your history for every month other than the current month is fine because it's static. So if you enable that to happen, then everything runs a lot more quickly. The BI model works with a single short switch statement, and that's the driving force for the whole thing. Anybody that's had a go at this might have ended up with some quite long switch statements, which just slow things up a little bit. We can manage non-calendar fiscal periods. So if your year ends July or August or March, BI Navigation's model can deal with that. And a few other little pointers there as to how we've thought through some of the technical processes at BI Navigation to arrive at a template that I'm sure when you see it you'll enjoy and want to become a part of. That's it for this video, fairly short one, and we'll move on in the next video to looking at some of the technical difficulties in creating financial information in Power BI. Thanks for watching. Hope you're looking forward to the next video. Thank you.